The juice in the orange comes out when it is squeezed. That is how the life's challenges can squeeze the best out of you. Many people are who they are now because of the squeezing they went through. To some, it could be that when you are mercilessly sacked, that is when you conceived business ideas, or that is when you got a better job. Or maybe someone disposed you, and that is when you met the right person. Sometimes God can disarrange you in order to rearrange you. You may not like the process, but when He finally arranges you, that is when you know that He has been in your story all through. I know the squeezing of life brings out certain things. Number one is humility. You can never be a candidate for God's lifting if you are proud. And sometimes God may need to bring you into shape before lifting you. The second one is wisdom. That is the ability to anticipate the consequences of everything you do. There are some experiences you go through. You'll be very careful next time. And the third one is character. The squeezing of life brings out the character in someone. It can either bring out the worst or the best character in someone, depending on the person's attitude. Life is a circle where children think their parents are wrong until they grow up and also have children who also think they are wrong. There are many people who are reaping the consequences of disobedience to parents or elders because they refuse to be squeezed by correction. And another one is discipline. Discipline is doing what you're supposed to do, not doing what you feel like doing. Breaking a bad habit requires discipline. Making up your mind never to do something whatsoever. As much as the nagging feeling is there, but just discipline yourself for a while. If you do that consistently, the bad habit can break. Even developing a good habit also requires uncommon discipline. These are things that the squeezing of life can bring out of you. It is very easy to admire or even envy successful people. But how I wish you ask them the kind of squeezing they went through. Show me any successful person, and I will show you someone who has been well squeezed. The juice in this orange cannot come out until it is squeezed. The worst you can do is giving up in the process of being squeezed. The squeezing is not forever. The squeezing does not take place forever. It is for a season. If you focus on the juice aspect of every situation, then you will endure the squeezing. Focus on the big picture, the juice that will come out of it, and let it control your response to every situation.